based on how we can improve our table topics or impromptu speeches and make it more hilarious because he is the champion in humorous table topics. He will join us within, I think, half an hour or so. Till then, last week I mentioned that we Gurgaon Toastmasters Club is privileged to have 4 DTMs. And today we can witness all the 4 DTMs in the house. And not only this, our DTM Nachiketa informed that one more DTM, DTM Dinesh Vinay, he will be here in the meeting today. So we will witness 5 DTMs in the house today. DTM is Distinguished Toastmasters. Distinguished Toastmaster is the highest education goal that I can add. Making us old. Higher educational qualification that a Toastmasters has. It can be achieved with various experiences, taking up roles in district and even Toastmasters, mentoring clubs, even opening new clubs, and taking up various other leadership roles apart from giving multiple speeches, more than 40-50 speeches, I think. So that's a DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster, which takes almost 3-4 years to complete. That's a dedication that is required to be a DTM. Now, moving forward, I would like to have a brief introduction about the guests who all have come today. Starting with you, ma'am. What's your name? What do you do? And what brought you up here today for the Sunday morning?
Hi everyone, my name is Sakshi. I'm working as a data scientist at EXL. I do have like 6 years of experience working in the IT industry. The reason I came here was to improve my communication skills, and I am a little conscious about when I speak. So I want to work on those skills. So that is why I'm here.
Welcome, Sakshi.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayushi Patel, and I recently qualified as a CA, so I'm starting my new job soon. And since I'm starting a new phase in my life, I thought that I should also develop my communication skills. Primarily the fact that I don't think I come up with the right words at the right time to convey what I want to convey. So this is why I'm here on a Sunday morning, and this was very impromptu because I was sleeping. I was like, let's go. And so yeah, I hope to learn a lot from here. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rakesh Chauhan. I am working in a software company, IT industry, for 12 years. And basically, I have come here for improving my communication skills.
Thank you. Welcome,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gauri Agarwal. I'm chartered accountant by profession. Now heading towards being a corporate trainer. I am actually a visiting Toastmaster here. I'm a Toastmaster of an online club since about 4 months, but I'm looking to join offline. So that's why I'm here to stick with.
Thank you. Welcome. Yeah.
Hi guys, good morning. So it's my second session today, so I have no guest maybe. Yes, I am a MBA professional and I work at Oppo, and I want to join this club because, as I have mentioned earlier, also to gain confidence while speaking. And as she also mentioned that when we were speaking, we don't get the right word at the right moment. So that's it. Thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Swati.
Thank you and welcome, Swati, once again.
So, good morning everyone. I am Aryan and it's my second meeting here. And the last time I came here, I got to learn a lot of things just by observing. And for those who don't know, I am an undergrad. I am doing an internship in Gurgaon. And I am doing my undergrad in Bachelor's in Business Administration. So yes, I'm just here to meet new people, like-minded people who want to improve and make themselves better. And I really like this thing about this.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Aman. I recently started working in a prop trading firm in Gurgaon itself, and I had attended several meetings in Bangalore of Toastmasters, and I wanted to continue this journey. So here I am.
Thank you. Welcome to Gurgaon. Arnab Mukherjee.
Arnab.
Arnab.
Arnab Mukherjee. So I have a total 10 plus years of experience and I am a supply chain professional. And the reason I am here is to improve my confidence and my communication.
Thank you and welcome to Gurgaon Toastmasters.
Hi everyone, my name is Harsimran, but I live in London, so people from Goris call me Sam, so feel free to call me what you like. I am visiting India and I'm thinking of setting up a venture here. I've lived in UK for 16 years of my life. I'm British, love India, so that's why I'm here. The key, I've done a Toastmasters, maybe 3 or 4 sessions with my friends in London, and it was quite a good experience for me. And I thought, I looked around here in Gurgaon, I'm staying, so I might as well join. And there are a lot of things about my communication skills I'd like to improve, so I want to begin.
Welcome to India and Gurgaon Toastmasters.
Hey everyone, I'm Gaurav Rathi. Work as a consultant here to improve the comm skills and how to make good conversations.
Good morning everyone, my name is Ramesh. I have been a Toastmaster before pre-pandemic and post-pandemic I have been finding reasons to join but not motivated enough yet. So here I am to restart my journey.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Preeti and this is my first session with Toastmasters. So I'm looking forward to improve my communication skills and make better connections with the language.
Welcome to Gurgaon Toastmasters.
Hello everyone, I'm Gurashish Kaur. Professionally, I work in the marketing sector, and personally I would say I'm a very curious, creative person who loves to explore, meet new people and learn about them. When my friend who's a part of a Toastmaster showed me her speech, that is the time when I thought that I'll come and explore, as I love to write my feelings and it's a kind of way I express my feelings through writing. So I wanted to explore if I can do the same while speaking and giving speeches or in a poetry form or storytelling.
Thank you, and you will get a wonderful platform to share your stories here.
Hello everyone, my name is Praful Jain. I am currently working as a business analyst and I am here to improve my communication skills.
So let's start with our formal Toastmasters meeting. Starting with the first section, the prepared speech section. And to take the meeting forward, we have one of our esteemed Toastmaster Bhavish, who will be acting as the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting, and also the MC, Masters of Ceremony, as we have an education session also. So he will take the meeting forward, and I invite Toastmaster Bhavish. Toastmaster Bhavish, alchemy of mind, Toastmaster Bhavish.
I want to be using a mic that accentuates my voice. That's good. Do I need that? Can you put the slide up, please? All right. In my profession, there are 2 premises I work with. One, there is no inner enemy. There is nobody inside us who wants to sabotage our progress. And second, any issue that we might be facing, mentally, physically, emotionally, it does have a positive intentions underneath. It does have a positive intention underneath. Now let me just clarify. If, let's say somebody, I'm not saying you, if somebody has diabetes, there is a positive intention behind it. If somebody is going through some problems in the law, the lawyer is here. If somebody is going through some sort of issue in their marital life, there is a positive intention underneath. Let me ask you one thing. Although it's a rhetorical question, let me ask you one thing. When you have a positive thing coming in your life, let's say you had a success, right? how long do you still feel that success, that positivity inside you? For how long do you feel that?
1 or 2 weeks.
1 or 2 weeks? Wow. Continuously 24 hours?
I mean the after
On and off. But continuously, if you were to feel about the positivity, how long does it like last in your body, in your mind?
A day or two.
A day or two? 24 into 7, next 48 hours continuously, you are elated. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so somebody else said.
I said.
Oh, okay. Anybody else? You said something, Reshma?
A few hours.
A few hours, yeah.
I believe it's momentary.
It's momentary.
The moment you get a feeling, okay, I have achieved this goal, your mind is deceptive.
Right.
It moves to the next goal.
Perfect.
It doesn't stay there.
Let me ask you, very rightly said, thank you so much. Let me ask you another thing. When something bad happens to you, let's say somebody demarks you, maybe humiliates you, insults you, you get a traffic ticket or something like that, how long does that last?
Longer than happiness.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
Depends on intensity of that
Depends
feeling.
on the intensity of it. Let's say, obviously, if there is a loss in the family, then it lasts for many days or months or years, I would say. But you want to say something? Okay. It sounds unfair to me. Why this bias is there? Can anybody suggest why does it happen?
That is because of our conditioning.
What condition?
Since childhood, we have been conditioned like
Biological
that. There is a
design.
Can you elaborate a little?
So basically, any species is more incentivized to handle threats than rewards.
Perfect answer. I'll continue with that. So when we have something positive, it is by default. We are supposed to have happy memories. We are supposed to have happy experiences. But when something goes wrong, our mind, our body wants to register it so that next time if such a situation comes up, we are well prepared. So it stays in our body. It wants us to keep hold of that negative emotion for much longer time. So there is a positive intent behind all of this. Now let me ask you another thing. Imagine for one moment, we have a plank, a wooden plank, 40 feet long, maybe 2 feet wide, out here on the floor, right? And if I ask any one of you to walk on that path, would you be able to do that? On that, not that plank, sorry. Would you be able to do that?
If it is kept here and it's a 2 feet wide also.
Not an issue. If it's 1 feet?
Yes.
Yeah. Half a feet? Maybe because it's on the floor. What if I change it and place it between 2 tall buildings? What changes?
The wind.
The what, sorry?
The
wind, the risk, anything else changes?
Height, the consequences.
The consequences? The mindset, yes. Risk reward ratio, perfect. I will continue to talk about this because I need some more time to talk about this. Before that, I want to set the pace for this meeting today. Usually we have 3 speakers and 3 evaluators, but because we have a special guest, TM Devendra, who's coming up to explain us about how to add humor into our speeches, the do's and don'ts. So we had to squeeze time, and that is why we have only 2 speakers today, and both of them are awesomely good, I feel. And we have 2 evaluators who will evaluate them on how the speech would go, and if there is something that they can improve on. So it's like a very valuable feedback that we will be providing, that these evaluators will be providing. Followed with that, we will have a TTM session, the Table Topic Masters session. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. Before we begin into venturing out on this meeting, there is a necessity of a team that I need. That is the tag team. The timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. Why is timing so important? Because we have to confine within the timing. In every possible speech that you give, you have to confine to a time. There is a need for R counter because what we do is, even I am guilty of doing that, sometimes when you're processing within your mind what to speak next, you will use filler words to be able to get some time so that you can think within your mind what you need to speak next. And that is when we use filler words, and it could be anything that our counter will explain further. And then there is another need for a grammarian. So I believe when you go to, let's say, if you go for a war, if you have a battle, who wins is the strategy and everything is fine. You need what do you call this? I forgot. No. You need weaponry, right? You need strong weaponry. And these words, these grammar punctuations, all of these are tools with which you can actually have a lasting impact on people, right? So before I begin further up, I want to introduce to you TM Harsh, who's going to be the grammarian. Can I welcome him on the stage?
Hi everyone. So I'm Harshadil and I will be playing the role of a grammarian today. So my role is to just ensure that the phrases that are being used in the speeches, in the table topics, they are being used correctly. To see the use of any exceptional phrases, words, any misspelled words, or to see if there are any sentences where improper grammar is being used. So I will be keeping a check on everyone's speeches and I will be here with my report at the end of the session. And with that, I will present you to the word of the day, the idiom of the day today. So the word of the day is meticulous, which means showing great attention to detail, very careful and precisely. I will also write it on the board. Next is the idiom of the day, that is bite the bullet. Biting the bullet means to endure or to experience a painful or otherwise unpleasant situation that is unavoidable in our circumstances. So yeah, that would be all. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, TM Harsh. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Manoj, who is going to be our counter of the day.
Hi everyone. So I'll be playing the role of our counter today, which basically means I'll be noticing everyone's speech for words like well, also some phrases like to be honest. So these are the words, phrases, or crutch words we try to use to catch up with our flow of speech when our mind is trying to catch up. Just to give a bit of story, the introduction to any foreign language, right? So we have to process how construct the sentences in our mind. So I personally started using filler words as an aid to that, so that I can take my time to talk better. Now, once you get comfortable, eventually you realize, okay, it's not delivering effective speech. Maybe it is okay for your day-to-day conversations. So you have to be conscious to understand that your audience, especially when you are doing a public speaking, are not distracted by these filler words. Now, the way to do is write pauses and understand a prepared speech, perhaps, or structure in your whatever message that you want to convey. Break it down and try to use commas, periods that you have in your mind effectively, so that those are the right pauses that you can take. As a story goes, that my chemistry teacher once was explaining that when he was a student, his professor was teaching and used to use a word very repeatedly called neki. And he, being not aware that it's actually a word in Odia, he used to note it down. And by the end of the session, he used to see, what is this neki that I'm writing everywhere? What is this professor is talking about? Okay. Then he goes to professor and like, sir, what is this neki? I'm not aware. What is the definition of that in chemistry? So then he says, like I say that a lot of times. So it's basically means isn't it? So we also do that. Right? A lot of times we use it, isn't it? Am I clear? Things like that. And so yeah, these are the things I'll try to notice. And I don't know whether I'm being time. Just to end this. So there are people who have been landing a great speech in politics. I think Atal Bihari Vajpayee is very popular to know as master of pauses. So it really lands great message if you are able to use those words and let the audience absorb what is that you're handling. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Next, I would like to call TM Vishal, who is going to be the timer of the day.
Yeah, hi, very good morning. So, I'm playing a role of timer today, which basically means that I will be helping speakers, evaluators, and our table topic speakers as well to be within the specified time limit. So, for a speaker, we have 5 to 7 minutes, which basically means that at 5 minutes, I will basically throw green card, and at 6 minutes, I will throw yellow card, and at the end of 7th minute, I will basically throw red card to the speaker. And similarly, for evaluator, we have 2 to 3 minutes, with like at 2 minutes, I will throw green, at 2.5, I will throw yellow, and at 3 minutes, I will throw red card. And similarly, for a table topic speaker, we have 1 to 2 minutes. At 1, I will basically throw green card, and at 1.5, I will throw yellow, and at 2, I will throw red card. So yeah, I will be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, so like I promised, I will talk about the blank thing, and I want to talk about it, but before that, once again. What just happened here? No? High five? Yes. So I was talking about the plank that we can walk on, half a feet. We can maybe take chances on that if it is on the floor, but not when we are between two tall buildings. What happens? What changes? Here, what happened? When I came on the stage, I clapped and then I changed the sequence. You all followed it. What happens? Sorry.
It just acts like a positive stroke.
Okay, sure.
Breaking the pattern?
Breaking the pattern, yes, of course. So what I wanted to talk about was the alchemy of mind. So, your world is not my world. Your world is not my world. So when I went up to Prince and I did this, what happened here was he took that visual information in, and as he was about to figure out exactly in his mind what is going to happen, before that thing, there was a feeling in his body which was very familiar. The feeling came before even the processing happened. And that feeling went inside and gave it a meaning, because his subconscious would have some sort of a familiar feeling to it. He gave meaning to it. That meaning, that context added some emotion, that generated an emotion with it, so as to reciprocate or whatever that is. He responded back with the same. That is the action that was later on, given after the emotion had come up. That action, that inaction, action or behavior that comes after the emotion. Now my point is to say, usually we as humans, we always remember the stimulus and we remember our action. What we forget about is the meaning. Let's imagine for 1 second, if Prince, Toastmaster Prince, came from a culture where this was not familiar. He would have taken it as if I'm trying to hit him. He would have hit me back, right? But the only thing that he knew of, that was the meaning. He knew what it meant, and that is why he responded back. So my question to you would again be, could it be possible that all the misunderstandings we have in our lives is because of the meaning that we associated? Usually what we see around here is raw data, right? Scientifically speaking, we are actually taking in raw data. It is neutral data. What we color it up is because of our past emotions. That is the reservoir in our subconscious mind of the data, and that we color it up to give it meaning. And if I wanted to change anything in my life, I could change, I could go inside, I could change the meaning. This is what I do in my profession. I change meanings in your mind so that it feels differently, it means differently to you. I would like to invite the first speaker of our day, that would be Toastmaster Rishi, an amazing speaker, and just a second. His title of the speech is Going to Mattresses. His speech is a motivational speech. The pathway is Dynamic Leadership, Level 1, Speech 3. But before I invite Toastmaster Rishi, I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Ajay Mehra, who is going to be evaluating him on his speech. Toastmaster Ajay Mehra.
Good morning. It's my honor and pleasure to evaluate Toastmaster Rishi, and the speech text, as I understood, was quite an unusual one, which is going to be more educated. But nonetheless, I will be closely monitoring what you're saying, and will then evaluate you on your basis of clarity, content, your voice, the way you reach out to others, your attention to details, your eye contact with people, and your stage movement. Thank you very much, and I look forward to it.
Let me welcome Toastmaster Rishi.
We want to protect your vocal cords.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Have you ever faced a moment when you knew that the time for talk was over and the time for action had arrived? When you realized that the challenges that you were facing daily, they weren't just some passing moments, but they were your own personal battles. And in those battles, you did not know what to do, because it's easy to go to the mattress and sleep. It's not easy to get up and fight. So I brought to you a phrase from the world of organized crime, an Italian-American organized crime in US, and it is called andare ai materassi, going to the mattresses. What we do here is, in a movie, when a mafia family tries to go for a war with another family, they literally go to the mattresses, setting up beds in safe houses and making sure that they are ready for a long war with another family until it is over and they have killed all of their enemies. So going to the mattresses, what andare ai materassi means, actually means that it is a signal, it is a call to come, dig in, fight, and see the war through to the end. This phrase was made famous by the movie Godfather. But this phrase is more than just a piece of cinematic history. It is a metaphor for life. We all have been avoiding our problems. We all have been avoiding our challenges. What is it that we can do is learn from this phrase and understand that we can choose when to fight, we can prepare for it, and we can go to the mattresses. Before we go to the mattresses, before we plan a fight, we need to separate the real problems from the imaginary problems. And there is a very simple framework to do that. Number one, reflect on your fears. What is it that is keeping you awake at the night? What is it that is going to hamper your growth? What is it that is avoiding, that is stopping you from your glory? As soon as you realize those, you know what are the problems that you are going to face. Second is to prioritize your battles. You can't fight every battle parallelly. You need to understand which are the problems that by solving would make the larger impact. And once you have prioritized those problems, you can go ahead and go to the step 3, which is to commit to the fight. And when you commit to the fight, what is it that you need to do? Is you need to prepare. You need to gather your resources
you need to find your safe house, you need to create your support system, and then make sure that you're committed to sacrifice. Because when you do decide to go to the mattresses, it is a choice that you are making. You know that it is going to be hard, it is going to be difficult, and you would have to push through everything that can come in your way. It is not going to be about your imaginary problems or trivial inconveniences. It is going to be about the real challenges, like overcoming addiction, battling an illness, getting over a bad breakup or a bad divorce, taking care of somebody who is disabled. It could be a distant dream that you've been trying to achieve, but you just haven't got into it. You must be in those moments, you must be relentless. You must be like the warriors of the old who knew that these battles aren't just about winning. They are about your survival. And you would survive only if you win. So reflect on your fears, prioritize your battles, and get ready to go to the mattresses. It's not going to be easy. There would be times, there would be moments of doubt. There would be times when you would want to give up. And at that moment, you need to go deep in your heart. Pull this phrase out. Andare ay materasu. You would remember why you chose to fight, and you would get your energy back to fight. Now, what I would request all of you to think about, what are the problems that you are going to fight? What are the challenges that you are going to face? And it is going to be a very deep personal exercise. And once you have found those problems, once you have understood those problems, once you have gathered the resources to fight them, commit. I urge all of you today to go back, list those problems, make sure that you are ready to fight them, take them one by one, and go to the mattresses. Now hand to your heart and repeat with me. Let's go to the mattresses. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rishi. It was an amazing speech, to be very honest. Okay, continuing further, what do we have? Oh, magic vault. Anybody knows what that is? No, okay. 3 pounds of stuff inside your skull. That's your brain. 25% of all the oxygen that you take goes to the brain. It has in this space 100 billion neurons, and each neuron is connected to other neurons, like it has at least 1 to 10,000 new connections with other neurons. The computing capacity is about 100 supercomputers, one human brain. It does about 100 trillion calculations per second. Let me repeat that again, per second. Magnanimous computing data. But it needs us. It needs consciousness. It cannot operate on its own. But what does it do? What is the purpose of the brain? Anybody? You all have brains, right?
Keep you alive.
To?
Keep you alive.
Keep you alive.
Make decisions.
Sorry?
Gives you intelligence.
Gives you intelligence. Operates everything in our body, runs everything. It is the reservoir of large volumes of data. Can anybody tell me what kind of data? What kind? Sorry? Memories. In terms of what, like, as in, like, how does it store?
Electric signals.
Electric signals, patterns, okay. Let's do one thing. Let's do an exercise. Sorry, you were saying?
It captures sensory data from then on. Eyes, ears.
Perfect, perfect. Let's close our eyes, all of us, if we can. And Try and remember what you were wearing yesterday. I'll give you 3-4 seconds to remember that. Now, there is a good chance that you are seeing yourself wearing those clothes.
Yes.
It might be a possibility they are laying on the bed before you wore them. Or it could be hung up in the washroom knob somewhere after you have taken them off. Each one of us will have different kind of data. Now, you can open your eyes. Let me ask you one thing. Did you even think that you're memorizing this? No. The main door to your house, can you recall how does it feel like, the texture of it? Did you think that you are memorizing it? No. Do you recall the sound when it opens? What kind of sound does it make? You were not storing all of this data. How is it getting stored? It is your subconscious which is collecting all that sort of information. And if I may ask Reshma, the kind of information that you have, would Naveen also have the similar data? No. Mohit? No. So in a way, I could also say that we are all having a mini universe inside here. Right? And when we have misunderstandings, we expect the person to understand what we are saying, understand what I'm saying, get into my world. But my world is very different from your world. I have my own universe and you have your own. I cannot get into your universe and see exactly how all the sensations are stored in your brain. That reminds me to bring the second speaker of the day, that is my dear friend, speaker, Toastmaster Reshma. But before I call Toastmaster Reshma, I want to invite her evaluator, which is Ruchira Singh, Toastmaster Ruchira Singh. Please come on the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavesh. So our speaker today, Toastmaster Reshma, is going to be delivering her Level 1 Project 3 speech from the Dynamic Leadership Pathway. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. Timer, please note the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and all the best to the speaker.
I would want to talk about Toastmaster Reshma a little. Her topic would be topophilia. I should have spoken this later. She's a chartered accountant by profession, a passionate trekker, and a sketch artist at heart. She explores new destinations, diving into a good book, and she is a go-to person for recommendation, and I can be guilty of recommending her to leave her job, which I have been blamed of. Welcome, Toastmaster Reshma.
A very good morning, everyone. Topophilia. I came across this term a few. Oh no, I don't. I'm going to restart.
It's for the recording.
Just for record.
Not for the voice.
Oh, okay. I'm going to restart. Please, timer. A very good morning, everyone. Topophilia. I came across this term a few months back while reading an article. It basically means our cognitive, mental, and emotional connection to ends of connection that we have towards a location with certain aspects for love towards that place or even cultural identity. It is not one of the strongest emotions a human being can have. You can experience topophilia comes from environmental experiences. It could be the first time when we learned to ride a bike or our bicycles. The first time when we started playing gully cricket. And for most of us, it could be the place, it could be our college hostels. But initially when this concept came to me, I was very skeptical. Is it a place where you feel the most comfortable and laid back? If so, then I feel the most comfortable when I'm at home. It's like whenever you are having a snack and you're surrounded by people, you have the snack in the most eloquent manner possible. But deep down, we all know that's not how we enjoy snacks. It's when we are laying down at home like a couch potato with our heads on the armchair and our body laid out with the snacks on our chest. Right? And that masala sticking to our fingers, and for the finishing touch, we lick our fingers with no judgmental eyes around us. That's home. For me, home is where I can roam around wearing my father's lungi. Oh yes, I grew up watching a lot of South Indian movies. So I roam around in my house with holding one edge of the lungi like this. And in case I have to make conversation with anyone at home, I simply pick up my leg holding one edge of the lungi, make another fold and tie a knot with my legs apart and my arms like this. This is how I make conversation. This is what comfort is. That's home. But then I thought to myself, what if topophilia is more about our roots and cultural identity? I grew up in a very small town in Kerala. For me as a child, grandma's home was where you could get delicious food and tons of unwanted career advice. For my grandma, everyone other than a doctor or an engineer are all unemployed. But I love my grandma's home. The smell of the freshly cut jackfruit, the delicious seafood, the beautiful rains of Kerala, and unwanted spiders as the size of my hand crawling around in my house. But quite lately, these feelings have changed. From the last few years, my grandma has been pushing the idea of arranged marriage towards me. It was quite questionable to me as to how can I marry a man without knowing him. But on the contrary, women, can you marry a man after knowing him? Arranged marriages are like clearance sale for failed lovers. It is like that sale in Zara where you see a big flashboard of 70% off and all excited you enter the store only to witness a pile of clothes lying in the corner like a donation box. And nothing from that box fits you. My grandma told me that if I wanted to consider arranged marriage, I have to increase my visibility. Quite surprisingly, that's exactly what my manager told me a year back when I asked him for a promotion. Apparently, the criteria for arranged marriages and promotions are very similar. So for me, Kerala went from topophilia to topophobia after these experiences. But then I continued my search for the love of that one place. And it occurred to me, what if that one place is a place where we have been to just once, like a vacation that we took. A few months back, I went on a trek. And for the whole 8 days that I was there, it was heavily snowing. Only on the third night, the sky cleared up. With that gut-wrenching cold, and in the middle of the night, I got out of my tent, only to witness that my trek leader was already stargazing. It was one of the most beautiful nights of my life. A moonless night, and I had never seen so many stars together. After inclining for 3 whole days, those stars were a reward for the eyes and the soul. Both of us made meaningful conversation that night as to which constellation of stars could we identify, to what life really means to us, to why we love the mountains, to what it feels to fall in love with a person. From feeling emotions, every ounce of emotions, to feeling nothing at all, and that night I fell in love. I realized, and My search for the love of that place, for a place, has finally come to an end. I realized that you cannot fall in love with a place. What you can is you can fall in love with the experience of being in a place. Topophilia is a bond beyond time and distance which is unbreakable. It's the love affair that you have with a location. It could be the rugged mountains where you discovered yourself. It could be the quiet streets where we all grew up. Or it could be this bustling city that keeps us connected to the world. Topophilia is the heart's way of telling you that some places are meant to be a part of who you are. Thank you, everyone.
I think somebody's waiting. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Reshma. And how many of you read books? Non-fiction and fiction. Yeah. Now, after listening to Reshma, I think I should start reading fiction. Brilliant speech. Yeah, anyways. Now, it would be unfair if I've spoken about the mind and if I don't give you something. I want to give you something. What can I give you? Could I be giving you a button on your body somewhere that teleports you to a happy place whenever you want? You're sitting in a traffic jam, you are in your office, your boss has said something to you, you're arguing with your family, whatever that is. You just have to press that one button and you are teleported to a happy place. Anybody wants that? Few of them. Okay. Whoever wants to do it can do it. Otherwise, you can just relax. I would want you to close your eyes and let's go to a place. Oh, sorry. Before even you go there, I want you to with your non-dominant hand, which is left for me, non-dominant hand, your ring finger, second knuckle. Can you feel that? Right? You'll have to remember this while we go further. Now you can close your eyes and let's try and go to a happy place. Somewhere where you actually felt really, really happy. Somewhere you felt purely optimistic. Nothing in the world could stop you there. People were praising you. You were praising yourself. You were positive. Like really, really positive and happy. Can you feel the sensations within your body? Can you feel how you were emotionally involved? It could be anything. Your first paycheck, maybe when you had your baby, when you were dating somebody whom you really, really loved. It could be when somebody complimented you. Really, truly happy, really confident. Now I want you to touch that point in the body that I was asking about. Try to press it for a few times, gently. Once you've done that, let's go to another happy place back in your lifetime when you actually felt happy again. Some other instance when you felt confident, when you had found something that you were looking for. Everybody is happy around you. You were feeling so good. There's much of relaxation. There is no worry, no anxiety. And you can still see how right now you're starting to smile with all that happiness that is something that you're feeling inside your body. I can see a lot of you smiling right now. I want you to press that point again a few times, wherever you've kept it. Press a few times, and now you can open your eyes. Now I want you to think of your phone number. Think of something. Once you've done that, now you think about your home address. Once you've done that, now think about somebody else's phone number that is in your family. Once you've done that, now press this point, whatever you have assigned yourself. Do you feel a surge of emotion coming in? You would feel that. So when you practice this every day, you're basically anchoring a point within your body that you can use to teleport yourself to a happy moment. Going further up, I would like to invite our special guest, Toastmaster Devendra Singh, who is an advocate by profession. He specializes in GST. He has been a Toastmaster since 2019 and he's a District 41 table topics champion. He is on a mission to bring smiles on the faces of people through his speeches. He's going to guide us on how to add humor in our speeches, the do's and the don'ts. Let's welcome Toastmaster Devendra Singh.
Am I audible at the end? Yes. So I don't need kindly no recording be done. Okay. If anyone would like to click pick, that's okay, but no recording. And as the topic suggests, humor, do's and don'ts. This is more about don'ts, not do's. We should also know what we